Good morning, everyone. I wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing and give you some motivation to start your day, your week, your year, the rest of the year. I have been waking up a little earlier every day, more and more, and I have realized that waking up earlier can make me a lot more productive and enthusiastic, as well as going to bed a little earlier instead of going to bed so late at night. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, Michaela. So in the mornings, I just want to give you an idea of what my mornings look like. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I go to my barre class. Today I had my Empower class, which is a cardio class. And then right after it, I go to Nuviva for my weigh-in. And then after that, I go to my other gym to do Pilates. Hi, good morning, Marceli. And then today I'm working from home. So today I'm gonna work on my blog. I'm gonna organize my meeting office. I'm gonna get some events going as far as getting them advertised. Some events that I have going next week, and it's basically organizing myself for the next 2 weeks, actually. So I try to also put in some office time, not only field time, office time. I get to do my follow-ups. I get to be on the phone more instead of running around and being out in the field. But my days are good. I just want to give you some motivation so that you guys can set your day the way you want it to be. And remember that only you are responsible for what kind of day you're going to have, and how can people influence you into having a day that you don't want to have. So, we all have things that come our way, and things that sometimes weigh us down and make us a little bit unhappy, or just not really where the thoughts are really where we don't want to be. But if you revert those thoughts and you basically stay focused and work on what's important to you, and don't let no one mess up your day and your time and the focus that you have for the day, then everything else is gonna work out and fall into place. So I have basically my office here today. So I'm gonna show you. I always carry my my caddy, and my caddy has products, and I'm in a compact car, so I don't have this storage that I used to have. This is my gym bag, and then here I have my lunch box, and then I have my Spira shake here, which I take in the morning. Since I'm having 2 workouts, I have to make sure that I'm prepared so that I don't overeat. So this is my Spira shake, which I'm gonna take right before I go to my other gym. And of course, my calendar. I always take books with me so that I can give out all the time. So it's always being prepared for your day. And I'm gonna give you an example. In my car, I always have my Avon sign, and people stop me. People ask me for a book, for a brochure, and imagine if I wasn't prepared. I always carry my books, including an Avon bag that I carry with me all the time. So The other day I went to the dentist, and I parked, and it was raining, and then there was a car parked right next to me, and when I pulled in, the lady asked me, "Hey, I haven't seen Avon in a long time," and I was like, "Oh, I keep hearing that." So I said, "How are you?" She said, "Great. Do you have a brochure?" I said, "Of course, and I also have samples." So I gave her a brochure, samples, and I started connecting with her. And I also told her, I said, "We're looking for Avon representatives. How would an additional income benefit you right now?" And she said, "Well, she told me I work like a dog." And I reflected to that comment, and I said to her, "I used to work like a dog, and now I am in control of my time." So it's all about how secure you are about what you do, and what kind of what kind of image you give people when you're out there, out in the field, and how prepared you are for an opportunity, and how you react to what people tell you. Because I have also found in my early career that with Avon that I got sometimes to a point when I wasn't prepared to answer anyone. For example, someone would ask me, can you tell me how Avon works? How can I get started? And I was like, what do I tell this person? It just caught me off guard. So as you start going, you're going to start creating more experiences. You're going to be able to reply to people and answer people according to your lifestyle, to your image, to how you're living your boss life. If you find yourself that you're not working consistently, that your business is basically happening when you have time, on when it's convenient, or when you have some extra time, then your motivation is not going to be there. So I'm going to give you some tips that help me stay motivated and focused and always working. Because when you have goals, you have to always be working. There's no such thing as I'm going to do it when it's convenient because I have a business and I can do that. If you are not consistent with what you do, then you tend to lose momentum. And when you lose momentum, you lose enthusiasm. And then your conversations are going to be totally not influential to the people that you're talking to. So one of the things that keep me motivated and going is always having a set schedule that I can go by. I know exactly how my day is gonna be. I don't guess if I am gonna be here at this time. I already know at what time I'm gonna be at a place, what I'm gonna do at that place, at what time I'm coming back home, at what time I'm leaving the house, at what time I'm waking up. So all that keeps me focused and motivated, because behind a day, behind a schedule, there are goals that you want to meet. There's things that you want to do. And I incorporate my personal development even now more than ever, because our next 10 year plan is happening right now, and I don't want to take any more chances. So I don't want to take any chances. I never took chances, but even now I know that I have to stay focused, because what I have planned for our next 10 years, it's totally huge. And the way it's looking now, it's a plan that requires a lot of calculated decisions, a lot of focus, and motivation. Because when you when you're not enthusiastic, when you're not motivated about your day, then people know that and they don't want nothing to do with you. There's enough sadness out there and enough people that do not think positive as it is for us to have an attitude that is not motivated and enthusiastic. So I incorporate my personal development into my daily routine. When I'm going to places, I like to listen on the way to where I'm going, and when I'm doing chores at home, or when I'm not doing things that require speaking to someone else, then my mind is listening to personal development. And then at night as well, if I'm not doing meditation, then I'm doing personal development, and then I fall asleep listening to personal development. So all of that keeps you motivated, keeps you active, keeps you generating ideas and thinking how you can improve your situation and everything that is going your way. You're also going to attract the people in your life that you probably wouldn't think that you would have any kind of influence. Those people that are working towards your same goals, and they are going to be part of what you do. And those who are not with your way of thinking or with what you do, they're going to walk away from you. I always tell you that, and that's okay. You'll have in certain stages of your life, you're going to have people around you that are going to serve that purpose, that are going to be with you because you are at their stage, or a stage of their life that they feel comfortable being around you. But when your state of when your situation, your stage, your state of mind goes into a different level, then you're gonna attract new friends, and that's okay. So I would like for you guys to wake up with a purpose every day. I would like for you to believe in yourself and know that there's no goal that you set your mind, or any written goal that you set your mind to do, that you're not going to accomplish. And behind every goal, there's a plan. A goal can always be achieved. It's just a plan of action that you have for it. You can have a big goal, and then the plan behind it might not be as effective. It might be a plan that might work a few years ahead, but if you look at it and then you change it a little, then things are going to start happening because you're working that plan. So make sure that behind every goal that you take calculated decisions, that you're not wandering from one goal to another, that you're not taking on new things that were not planned on your dream board. Sometimes, for example, I'm going to give you an example. Everyone likes play toys and things that they want to have. But for example, if you're thinking about, okay, I'm going to buy a house by next year, you can't go out and buy a boat. That's an example. If you're planning to buy a house, then you focus on buying a house, and then you pay off your debt, you pay off everything that you have going, and then you start getting closer to that goal. But then if you say, okay, I'm gonna buy a house next year, but I also like to have a boat. I love going boating. Maybe I'm gonna go buy me a nice pair of shoes because I want to give me that kind of luxury. But in reality, you have to start thinking that what it is that's important to you, and if the plan, if what you're going after, it's working together, and the things that you're doing to get there have a reason for it. So that's what gets me excited. I'm motivated to have my goals. My personal development has made a difference in my life, my lifestyle. I never imagined driving a luxury car so early in my career. I thought that only people that were retired and older people can afford a luxury car, or I never thought that I would be able to buy an RV now in our years when we're not retired yet. But in reality, those are things that were in our dream board for many years, and it happened when the time was right. Was something that we didn't force, was something that we worked at it, and something that financially made sense right now. So, look at your days and find out if when you wake up in the morning, you wake up with a lot of enthusiasm, or if you drag yourself out of bed. And sometimes I tell you, I drag myself out of bed, but then I recover myself. I'm like, why am I dragging myself out of bed if I have a dream board, if I have things that I want to do, if I have callings for things that I'm working on, and then I recover. But then I realize that part of that is that my schedule was not it was not a solid schedule. That I had a schedule that wasn't motivating. I wasn't moving that day. I was just going with the flow. So that made me not wanting to take on the day the same way that I would if I had things and activities already programmed in my schedule. So for those of you who are working a full-time job and you would like to maybe one day, have a full-time business, it's possible. I worked a full-time job for many years, and I just always thought that it made sense to have my own business. So find your calling, find what works for you, have goals that you can look at and say, this is what I want to do, this is what makes me motivated, and I'm not gonna care about what anybody says, but what I have programmed. And that includes family. If you have family and friends that drag you down, then you have to make the decision of knowing, I'm not going to listen to a person. And you don't have to stop talking to a person. You can just kind of put them aside and avoid those kind of contacts, because that because they're family, that affects you, because you want them to be on your same page. So all of that takes place in everyone who's trying to get to success. It happens to everyone. So you must know and understand that this is not something that most people are not going through. I went through, and I still go through it. So hi, Natasha. Hope you're having a great day. I wanted to give you some motivation, because I do have a lot of contacts with my team and friends, and they tell me what it is that they're going through, and I just want to make sure that I stay connected with what's out there, because that way I can, and I'm able to help other people and understand that those kind of things are out there in the world. So tell me your goals. What is it that you want? What excites you? What do you really want? Where do you want to be a few years from now? How can you incorporate your business into that success that you are going to have, or you're looking forward to have in a few years? How can you incorporate the success and the action and the things that you do by having your own business into that goal that you have in mind? And everyone has different goals. You know, for some people, leaving their job is not a goal, but it is saving for vacation. Is to, you know, be able to buy life insurance, to be able to treat their family to, you know, a nice getaway, nice meal, you know, buy clothes and shoes. When I started my Avon business, I just wanted to make enough money so that I can buy my makeup, not my makeup, my daily needs, and also my clothes. So I saved money to have those things that I couldn't afford because my earnings were going to the house. So, you know, you want to, you know, you want to make sure that you know exactly what it is that you're working towards, and that you're not, you know, I see, and this is something that you guys should consider. Just pick one business. I get so not frustrated, but I get sad when I see a representative that I have worked with, and then, you know, that representative jumps into one business to the other. Oh, she started this. Oh, now she started this. No, now she started that. And I'm like, wow, you know. And then I look at the situation that person is right now, and is still in the same situation. I know that doesn't work. If you focus on one thing, on one business, you're going to be more effective. You're not going to be losing money, and you are going to create credibility with your customers and with the team members that you bring into the business. So don't waste your time going to different businesses. Focus on one and make it work. Every business works, regardless of what it is. It all has to do with what you can relate to, and you know, how you set your goals, and the time that you put in the business. There's nothing different, no other magic than putting in the time. If your business is not working, look at what you're doing and how many hours you're putting into your business, and you know, give it time, because the more you work, the more hours you put into it, the more experience you're gonna have, and that experience can only be created with your work and the things that you do. So I hope this helps you. And for everyone who said good morning, I hope you have an amazing day. I'm going to keep going. I have my way in now. So wish me luck. I'm here at Nuviva. So see, I'm going to go weigh in. And then I'm going to the other gym to do my Pilates class, and then I'm gonna work from home today and get organized and become more productive. My goal is to work on my blog more. I haven't posted on my blog for a long time, so I want to have more computer time so that I can work on my online presence. And incorporate my field time with my online presence. So thank you so much, Sandra, and I'll see you guys later. Believe in your dreams, believe in you. Don't let nobody steal you away from what you want, and go for it. Plan your day, plan your life, become unstoppable, and an example for your children and your family, that's one of the most important things, to become an example for those who you live with, for your children, your family. They're watching. People are watching, and believe it or not, when they look at you and they know that you're not serious about anything, then they lose respect. They lose respect for you, and you know, things will never be the same. Things will always be playing catching up, and oh, now this time is for real, and then you have to build that credibility again with the people around you. So thank you, Desiree, and I'll see you guys later. Have an amazing day. Love you guys. Bye.